In this video, we're going to go over some additional success tips to help you avoid typical beginner mistakes and hopefully accelerate your success. You may have already heard some of these tips as we went through this course, but I did feel that some of the tips were important enough to mention again here. Okay, success tip number 1, dark colored shirts sell best. Black is by far Teespring's biggest seller, then the rest of the dark colors, then the light colors, then finally white. Again, this is a very general guideline. Different colors may sell better in different niches, so it's up to you to test that. An exception to the rule is if you're selling hoodies and your target market is females, then the pink hoodies do sell really well. Success tip number 2, check your comments often. These are the comments on your fan page. Delete any negative comments quickly because they can kill your sales. Don't defend yourself or get into a confrontation with anyone, just delete the comment. The person who left the comment and their friends will still see it, but other potential customers won't. Also, interact with the positive comments on your page. If they say they love your shirt, then like their comment. Maybe join in the conversation if you can. Answer any questions that you see. Sometimes they'll ask about shirt colors, sizes, delivery, if you sell hoodies, or even how to buy the shirt. Interacting with these people will bring extra sales. Success tip number 3, never assume that you know what your market wants. They will surprise you more than you can imagine. Don't just give them what you think they want. Make some educated guesses and test as much as you can. Test colors, styles, slogans, designs, everything you can. And when you find something that works, go ahead and scale it up. Which leads me to my next tip. Success tip number 4, scale up like a madman. Now, I know I said in a previous lesson to scale up slowly, but that's when you're working with Facebook ad spend and you're a beginner. Just scale up $10 at a time or $10 or $15 a day. After you gain a little experience and learn more about return on investment or ROI, then you could scale up much more. Also, when I talk about scaling, I'm not just talking about increasing ad spend. I mean like when you find a winning design or a slogan in one niche, scale it up to as many niches as you can. For example, I saw one person launch a shirt that read, "I majored in psychology. To save time, let's just assume I'm always right." The first time he launched it, he sold 272 shirts. He launched it a few times after that, also doing really well each time. Now, as you keep on relaunching, the number of sales will get lower. The last time he launched it, he sold 68 shirts. Still not too bad, but right after seeing success with his first launch, he launched in several other niches. He launched I majored in history and sold 353 shirts, sociology, 163 shirts, chemistry, 112 shirts, and physics, 146 shirts. And he also launched in several other niches. He made tens of thousands of dollars because he found one slogan that worked well and scaled it up like a madman to many different niches. So scaling in this way can turn one winner into lots of winners. Alright, success tip number 5. Don't give up too soon. This is an important mindset tip, and it's probably the biggest reason that most people fail when trying to do any type of business. Don't quit if you're not seeing any sales in the first few campaigns. When you're just getting started, you're still learning. Instead of getting frustrated and thinking this doesn't work, try to figure out ways to come up with better designs. Get to know your niches and audience better. Work on your targeting. Find ways to find the most passionate people. It's important to understand right up front that most of your campaigns will not be profitable. When you're first starting out, you might make 1, maybe 2 out of 10 profitable. But that one profitable campaign can easily make up for the 9 losers. Keep at it, keep learning, and you will be successful over time. Okay, success tip number 6, get good at finding design ideas and target markets. These 2 skills will be the biggest determining factors of your success. In fact, if you're not successful, I'd look at these 2 areas first. The better you get at coming up with good design ideas and slogans, the more shirts you'll sell. And the better you get at targeting, the more shirts you'll sell and the less you'll pay in ad spend. Tip number 7, don't get lazy when it comes to research. A lot of people do. It's a big mistake. You'll need to spend most of the time that you have set aside for this business doing research. You'll be researching niche ideas and target markets. Learn what types of designs and slogans are selling well. Get to know your market, what they want, and how to find the most passionate people in the niche. Proper research will pay off in a big way for you. Success tip number 8, watch your CTR closely. Your click-through rate can tell you a lot in the beginning of your campaigns. For example, a low CTR can mean that you haven't correctly targeted your market. Your target market may be too broad. You may not have found the most passionate people in your market. It could also mean that your market has already been exposed to a shirt similar to the one you're launching. And a low CTR can also mean that people just don't like your design. Either they think it's ugly, boring, common, or it just doesn't resonate with them for whatever reason. It could also be that they can't really read the text on your shirt or clearly see or figure out the design. Remember that most people will see your shirt on their mobile devices. If your text or design is too small, then people won't click on it. Now, on the other hand, a lot of times people tell me they're getting a really good CTR and engagement, but they can't figure out why no one's buying their shirts. A good CTR and good engagement with no sales could mean that people think your shirt is really funny or cool. They click the ad, comment, and share it like crazy, but it's not something that they would actually wear or pay money for. They may be embarrassed to wear it, or it just may not be something they are really passionate about. I see a lot of shirts that are really funny. They actually crack me up, but I wouldn't wear a lot of them. This is another reason that you shouldn't fall in love with your campaigns past $25 or $30 in ad spend, even if they do have a good CTR and good engagement. So these are all things to consider as you watch your CTR when launching new campaigns. Success tip number 9, always double check yourself when setting your Facebook ad budget. I've got to tell you this quick story. I had several campaigns going at once, and I only had a limited amount of time that day to work on my t-shirt campaigns, so I was kind of in a hurry. On one of my campaigns, I set my daily budget to $15. About 2 hours later, I checked my Teespring stats and saw that I had 2 sales already. I was pretty happy about that. My ad had only been up for a couple of hours, and I got 2 sales already. So I checked my Facebook page with my ad on it, and I saw a whole bunch of likes, shares, and comments. I was wondering what the heck was going on. Did I really hit a home run this time? So next I went to Facebook to check my ads, and lo and behold, instead of setting my budget at $15 per day, I somehow missed the decimal point and set it at $1,500 per day. Facebook burned through $175 in 2 hours. It would have been okay if I had sold 30 or 40 shirts, but I only sold 2. I was so mad I just ended up turning off the campaign right then. I'm just glad I didn't set it at night, then go to bed right after that. Maybe Facebook would have reimbursed me for the error, but since it was my fault, maybe not. And then guess what? About a week later, I felt like a real idiot because I did the same thing again. But at least this time I caught it about 10 minutes later, so I wasn't really out any money the second time. Since then I put a sticky note up on my computer that says, double check your ad budget. So I just thought I should tell you about this so you don't make the same costly mistake. Okay, success tip number 10. Get motivated and get started. Go look at other successful t-shirt campaigns the way I showed you in step 1. Try to figure out roughly how much money they're making when they're selling 25, 50, 100, or 200 shirts. When I look at these, I think to myself, I can do that, and I can't wait to start my next campaign. Look at some of the other people selling over 500 shirts. Imagine what they are making. It's all possible. It just depends on how much time you're willing to spend learning and launching campaigns. You can launch campaigns once in a while when you want some extra money. You can do it part-time like I do, or you can go all in and do it full-time. You just need to get started. Okay, so there you have it. Now you know what you need to know to go out and make some really good money in the affiliate t-shirt business. So go start some campaigns, have some fun, and make some money. And be sure to watch the next video. If you're serious about this, it may be just what you need to achieve the type of success that you've always wanted.